And all these little things, they start to fade away.
So yesterday, Saturday, I played 3 times in Byron Bay. I had a trial session at a little coffee shop where I didn't make much money. Yesterday, I got more followers in a day than I think I got last month. Maybe someone put me in a video or something and tagged my page. 40 new followers. Insane.
This is my first time busking in a mall. Thanks Revolutions Management, Katie Williams, for setting this up. Let's see how we go.
So we are at Mallam Festival and I've done something interesting. I've hooked up a speaker to my backpack and I'm just carrying around a microphone.
Sunday night, I am taking away glass from inside my feet because I like to walk barefoot. I'm playing at a fancy, it's called RSL place, and I already did 2 sets, so 2 times 45 minutes, and I didn't really want to stay, but it's good pay. For 3 hours, I'll get $400. I already played 3 hours today at a place. They did busking inside a shopping center, made $120. Now it's going to be another $400, so it's $520. And then I'm probably going to play today in Byron for the last time, so maybe do another, hopefully 100, before I leave to Canada. And that way, that kind of last couple of days of performing, or the last week, would pay for my ticket. I feel like as an adult, I'm growing up a little bit. It's the first time in my adult life where I'm starting from, finally, 0. Had to work my way up from all the debt, from all the bad decisions that I made. So, welcome to 0. Thank you. My grandma died about 10 days ago, and we're gonna sell the condo. Or, not, but my mom. I'm listening to my sister and explain to the guy, okay, so to redo the kitchen cabinets. Alright, so you want something really pretty, but something that doesn't cost very much. I just started laughing to myself, we're so Jewish. But, I mean, that's what you're supposed to spend a lot of money? You bit me a little. Hey, buddy. That's my childhood music teacher. Surprise. That's where I used to sing. This is my childhood music teacher, Luba, and this is Castle of Music. Do you remember how old was I when I was here?
I think you were 6 or 7.
Really?
6 or 7 when you came to this room, and it was right away I noticed this is a super talented guy, and step by step, he improved, and till, genius boy, he's professional musician now.
I remember that I wasn't the best student. I think was I disrupting in class a lot?
No.
But you have to be honest.
No, you were very, very creative.
But I was never following the notes. I was just trying to do harmonies.
You were very creative, especially in drama, very devoted. You were always here, always, rehearsal on time, performing with Katya, performing with other...
Do you remember any of the songs that I did? Any of the duets? Because I remember
in
I sang
the duets, you did 16 going on 17 with Katya. I have all the recording you did with her. Notre Dame de Paris. That was your last.
Oh,
and last. But before the last, you did with her Summertime. No, not Summertime.
Grease.
Yeah. Grease.
Yeah.
This one. Give me more with the back Lima and other.
And I had leather pants on.
Okay, don't record. This room was built in '93. So I'm here, let's say, from '94, and that comes to 23, 24 years. So unbelievable! It is just it feels like yesterday I just started.
And you said you had one student that is now
producer.
Producing a musical.
Yes, I'm proudly to pronounce his name. His name is Dan Petrenko. You will hear about him. As you hear about
Are
Eugene.
you still taking on more students right now? If someone was to see this video in Thornhill, Ontario, are you taking on more students?
I'm taking, but if they talented as Eugene, no problem.
Yeah.
I'm still cursed. Like this life is rehearsed.
Hit it, Pablo. I'm still shaking a little because I have a concert I'm going to tonight with Dean Lewis. I heard him originally on one of my favorite shows called Suits. Anyways, I just started playing one of his songs, Chemicals, here on the street in Byron Bay. And he can't, and I thought, what if he comes and hears it? And it's the first song that I played. And I was like shaking, a little nervous. And he gave me a compliment. And, you know, that means so much more. No offense to anybody that has given me a compliment before from successful musicians, because a lot of people are too nice to say the truth.
I fell in love with the chemical. I used to pray for a miracle, but now I know that it's so alone.
Oh my god, I'm such a silly fangirl. Anyways, and he said to keep in touch. I don't know how. Maybe on Instagram, because you know, people are, especially people that are climbing up high, to have a fraction of their time is, I understand that it's difficult.
Dear Diary, yesterday, December 10th, 2017, I think I had the best day of my life. Now, I bought a couple of weeks ago, I saw on the billboard, there was a show here in Byron. Dean Lewis was coming to town. Before the show, I thought it was at 6, it was actually at 8. So at 4 o'clock, 4:30, I went to busk about 50 meters from where that show is with this dream in my mind. What if I sing one of Dean Lewis's songs and he hears me sing his song? The very first song I started singing outside of NAB Bank is Chemicals, and guess who shows up? Mr. Lewis. And he's like, this is the first time someone played my song. He said that I have a beautiful voice, and then I played him my song, Memories. And then I asked him like how he got started, all that stuff in the music, and who he did it, because I really like the production sound in his song Chemicals, and some of his other songs as well. So he told me which producer was it. It was a guy in Melbourne. His name is, I think, John Castle or something Castle. So I'm gonna get in touch with him and maybe finish off. I have 4 more songs to do, including Memories, which I can't get just right. So maybe he can help me do that. But anyways, Dean Lewis was incredible. I dressed up, I put on a suit. I was at the front row. He saw me. He smiled and winked at me a couple of times. It was very surreal. He went about a minute after he came to the audience. I just quickly tapped him on the shoulder. I just wanted to be the first one and get out of his way for all the fans and all the fangirls. And I said, hey man, that was great. And he waved me he's like, hey, come with me. Didn't say that, just waved me. And so he went to a table in the back where he was doing audience interaction. I was the first one that spoke with him. And he recognized me, he gave me a hug, said, hey Eugene. Again, great voice, and yeah, he told me to keep in touch. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Maybe on Facebook, maybe I'll send him an email, who knows, but I'll get in touch with that manager. Oh, after that, so this is like, already I had a really full-on day. Full-on is a cool Australian term that I like. I went to busk. Obviously after a live concert, I was in the musical mood, and I tried to do it as fast as possible while a bunch of people were still inside, because I wasn't going to set up too far. And the first few songs I was playing was aimed specifically at the people that were coming out from the show, and I was playing Chemicals. So I got a couple of people to stop and listen. At one point it was like 3 or 4 people, and then it was 6, and then a couple of them left, so it was back to 2. And then it started. Maybe at 11, maybe at 11:30. 6 people, 10 people, then 20 people. Once the momentum gets rolling and once there's a crowd, the crowd stayed for, I think, at least an hour. I had, by the end, between 30 and 50 people. Now, I had to always do policing because cops were going by, and some of the people, they're very enthusiastic. Some of it had to do with alcohol, but they're very loud. and there was a couple times that I said something like, look, but I was waiting till they were silent to start singing, because I don't like to sing over people. I don't like people talking. I'm very picky about that. So there were some moments where it was really, really good and very, very quiet, and people were very tuned in. And every time cops went by, everyone would be like a team, like, shh, cops, cops, cops. And then so I sang really quietly, and the cops didn't stop, and they were always looking. They're, I think, looking for a reason to shout. Well, technically, it's illegal to play after a certain time, but they were a little bit lenient, so I got to play for a lot longer. There were 3 people. I don't remember who they are. Well, I remember one guy, but the other ones I didn't see. I got 3 people that gave me a $50 tip. But probably made in an hour and a half, $250 or something. I'm gonna go count, put it in the bank now. Yeah, and Mr. Lewis, he videotaped me playing chemicals. He put it on his Instagram story, and between that and my busking to 50 people, in the last 18 hours, I had over 103 new subscribers. For me, that's unheard of. But now I gotta message each one of them and say, thanks for the follow, what's your email? I'll send you my songs when they come out. That's just something I do, and I collect people's email addresses, because yes, you can get lucky in the music industry, but the harder you work, the more organized you are, I feel, the luckier you'll get.
Out with the old, in with the new. Easier to see guitar labels. I want to build something like that truck behind me, like a little home.
Everyone is waiting for their lives to change, but they don't take no action, they just stay the same. They're funny people. They're funny people. They're funny people. They're funny people. They're funny people.
Now, why did you say that?
Because you sang a song about penises for me.
Yes, we had a couple days ago, we had some fun here. And we put that in a song, so I was just
Busking right now, and this girl runs by and yells penis. Ah, memories.
I wanna take your heart, yeah. Has our time come too soon? Are we forever doomed to live through memories?
So here I was minding my own business when something landed on my face. And that's him right there. Too much closer. Would you be able to identify this creature that landed on my face?
Would you know my name if I saw you in heaven? Would it be the same?
Update December 29th. I cut my hair yesterday. It looked too Nazi-like because I had the hair too long up top. I'm in Lennox Heads right now. Just came back after a 5-kilometer jog. I have a gig here today at Quattro, some Italian restaurant. I'm not gonna make huge money on, but I told them that I could, if you can give me 3 hours, then I could do it for the next 4 Fridays, something like that. So like a bulk deal, and that way, like, I have 20% of my weekly goal of an income every Friday met. And then tonight I'm playing at Sticky Wicked Bar. Overall, I think I'm in better shape than I used to be. I think I shed some fat with a bunch of things, including F45 group classes. That was 3 months ago while I was in USA, and intermittent fasting. So I'm not eating for 14 hours a day. And if I flex a little bit, it looks like I have abs. Together, I had 2 gigs yesterday. I had one at Slow Mo Joe's, and before that I was busking a little bit at Watego's Beach Lookout Point, trying to get people to go to the Slow Mo Joe's. So the Slow Mo Joe's, I have 2 days a week, and then I have this Quattro Italian place in Lennox Head once a week. And yeah, I got a month and a half to figure out where to go to next. I started emailing cruise ships. I gotta get a nicer recording microphone for just recording stuff outside with a camera, and then I'm gonna record some auditions so I could send some cruise ships. The plan is right now, so I paid off all my debt a month ago. I'm now debt free, and where I always had a minus, I have for the first time in my life a positive in my bank account without any debt. So I got what is it, like almost $3,000 in Australia now, about $3,000 in Canada, plus whatever I can sell this van for. Selma started painting it. Gonna have some waves, some sunset stuff, so maybe that'll increase the. So I think I could get at least $3,000 for this van. I bought it for $3,300. Then we had engine troubles, so I had to get a new engine head and. Anyways, so I spent about $5,500 on the van. Even if I sell it at a little bit of a loss, if I spread that loss over 8 months, $2,000 divided by 8, it's not much, and I don't have to ever pay rent. I just have to pay about $250 a month in gas. The cruise ship thing, I want to do that maybe for half a year, maybe a year. Save up enough money so I can buy a moving truck, convert that into a home, and then as I busk, I think I'll start with North America. Actually, I could probably start in Canada. Maybe probably start in the States, because we'll see what the timing is. Anyways, what else is new? I'm not dealing too much with anxiety anymore. Maybe it's because I have kind of a plan and a path forward. You gotta finish my EP. That's the never-ending thing. You gotta find a producer to do it with. Say hi. Come along.